Hello there. Welcome to the Family Practice Renewal Program website. The purpose of this video is to highlight key elements of the registration process and form in relation to the Fee Code program. As you may or may not know, the Fee Code program has a set of eligibility criteria, so there is a need for physicians to register. This is a one-time thing, so once you register and submit your form, unless your information changes down the road, you will be eligible to bill any new codes under our program. I will point out that there are several resources available on our site. So these include a set of frequently asked questions relating to registration and eligibility, a quick reference guide which gives an overview of each of our two new codes, our telephone code and our shared care code, and a set of scenarios and FAQs relating to each of these new codes. This video is supplemental to give another option for those who prefer more of a visual learning tool. So let's get to the form. This is a test site, so the actual live registration site may look a little bit different, but in essence you will click on forms and there will be an option there for our Fee Code program registration form, and this is what that will look like. Two things I would like to mention before we get into the form itself. One is, once you submit your completed registration form, there could be a wait period of up to 10 business days. There are some steps that need to take place in the background in order to link you as a registered physician with new billing codes under this program. So you will get a notification from staff when you can bill, and that could take, again, up to 2 weeks. The other thing I want to highlight is locums are eligible to bill within this Fee Code program if the physician they're covering for is already a program registrant and if the period of replacement is greater than 3 months. If you're a locum and that scenario applies and you do want to bill under this program, you simply complete the locum registration form, which is a one-pager. You need to print it out, you sign it, the practice physician signs it. In essence, it's saying, yes, I do provide a period of replacement that is greater than 3 months. So locums do not need to go through this process here. Okay, so moving on to the actual form. Because I'm very creative, I'm going to use the surname of test, the given name of testee, and the license number of 12345. So the eligibility criteria are reflected in questions 1 through 4. And you just click on the box if the criteria applies to you. So hopefully you have a valid practitioner number. Number 2 deals with longitudinal relationships with your patients. So this one is asking, as designated primary care physician, have you indicated and recorded your commitment to establish longitudinal relationships with your patients? For this one, a question that has come up and one that we've tossed around is, what if I'm a physician, I've been practicing for a while, I have patients that have been with me for a long period of time, and the commitment is not necessarily recorded on paper or in an EMR, but in practice, I am responsible for this patient's care and for my patient's care. And so the answer is yes. If you're committed to and responsible for the care of your patients, this criteria is something that you would meet. Ideally, it's recorded, but we understand that in many situations it may not be, particularly as many physicians are now just getting onto an EMR. So let's click number 2. Number 3. You have either adopted an electronic medical record in your practice, or you have signed an EMR participation agreement. If you have an EMR or have signed the agreement, you click yes. In that situation, you would need to meet at least 4 of the requirements in question 4, which I will get to in a moment. If no, you need to meet 2 additional criteria outlined in question 4. For a total of 6. Now, one question that comes up in relation to number 3 is, I've signed the agreement, but I'm in a queue. So it's August now, and I may not get an EMR in my practice until February. Do I still click yes? The answer is yes, you click yes, because you are in the queue, you've signed the participation agreement, and so for that reason you would meet this criteria. Number 4 consists of a set of 11 eligibility criteria. And these in totality reflect what the committee believes add up to a pretty solid, comprehensive family practice. And so